I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host, multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000 plus creators and startups, 2 creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it.
Welcome to the business model of a lifestyle brand and 7 key elements. And this is an excerpt from my Create a Life and Business You Love with Freedom webinar, where I dive deep into my story, transitioning from corporate to calling, sharing how to create a lifestyle brand, sharing different income types, sharing the transition from how passion plus purpose plus people equals profits, sharing about network marketing, Herbalife nutrition, and even more. So if you are curious about any or all of those things, I invite you into my Create a Life and Business You Love with Freedom webinar. So, the business model of a lifestyle brand and 7 key elements. So, business looks different. If you've ever dreamed of creating a lifestyle brand that reflects your passions, connects with people, and generates income, all while giving the freedom to live life on your terms, this is for you. Building a lifestyle brand is all about integrating your personal values, passions, and expertise into a business that resonates with others. It can be solo with you and maybe a couple of VAs and so on and so forth. And you can scale and create it with a team all around the world and expand it into other areas from real estate into stocks and into even more. So, the 7 key elements that I've deemed so far include network marketing, which is a powerful way to build and expand your brand. By collaborating with others who share your vision, you may tap into a broader network and reach a wider audience. It's about creating meaningful relationships and leveraging the power of community to grow your influence and impact. And now, some of you may be triggered by network marketing based on things you've heard, based on experiences you've had. But at the end of the day, as someone who has now been in network marketing for the second time, keep in mind every business is like network marketing. Every business has people at the top, people that have quote unquote salaries, people that make a percentage of what people at the top make. And so I urge you to reframe and reconsider negative terms that you've heard, because I can tell you that even as someone who experienced network marketing in college with a different brand, I witnessed very unattractive ways of business and business that can be done. At the same time, I've witnessed very unattractive ways in 7+ industries that business can be done, that people lie, cheat, and steal, and fraud cases that I've been part of and I've prosecuted with the Secret Service and even more. I witnessed ways back then where people, quote unquote, forced us to buy in at certain levels because we didn't know better, and they thrived on college students that would do that and would listen to them. At the same time, I recognized the brilliance of the business model. I met 2 of my best friends out of that. I started being exposed more and more to personal development and welcomed it. And then when I was presented again with network marketing in 20 what year was it 2014, through my best friend of decades, I welcomed it because of the relationship. I observed the company, Herbalife Nutrition, the number one global brand, the products, the science, the corporation, the noble laureates on the board, how amazing the products made me taste and feel. I was solely on the products for about 10 months before I even entertained the business. Then I observed the community. Then I observed the personal development. And of course, I'm sure there are people maybe that do it unethically, like in any business, like in any industry. But I can tell you 100% the team, the people that I've aligned to are 100% aligned, ethical, constantly seek learning online, live, etc., and do not pressure people in the same way that I'm solely sharing with you, and I'm not pressuring you at all. I'm sharing my story. I'm sharing 7+ ways to do a lifestyle brand and far beyond solely network marketing. Number 2, social media. Oh, and side note, if you didn't know part of my story, it's also that I've lost 55+ pounds, completely changed every area of my life. And all of that was led through my journey and my 7 themes of transformation that I also talk about in the webinar, 2 of which are fear to faith and self-hate to love, and also include losing 55+ pounds. Disclaimer, the average person that uses Herbalife loses a half a pound to a pound a week with a healthy, active lifestyle. Number 2, social media is your brand and your personal digital storefront when you use it correctly. Social media has so much power. I've utilized and gained income, you guys, from social media, from UGC, user generated content, influencer marketing, videography, and more, working with brands like Google, Airbnb, and more. It's where you connect with your audience, share your story, and showcase your offerings. With the right strategy, social media may amplify your message and turn followers into fans. Plus, it's an incredible tool for building personal connections and engaging directly with your community. Side note, if you haven't listened to my video on how Google paid me for content I already created, you can head on over to my YouTube channel at Limitless Global Girl and search there, because unfortunately, iTunes hasn't added in a search engine into individual podcasts, which I don't know why. They should. So number 3, blog and a podcast. Content is king. Or like I said on a recent Instagram reel, content is everything and everything is content. You can literally create content out of everything. So a blog or a show like a podcast like this or a YouTube channel allows you to share your expertise, inspire others, position yourself as a leader in your areas that you choose to share, whether you have a niche or you're a multi-passionate creator and CEO like me. It's not just about providing value. It's about creating a space where your audience may learn, connect, create. Number 4, online courses. Imagine creating something once and maybe revisiting it or adding on content and being able to impact lives over and over and over again. Like my webinar, like my 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days, my Creator to Cash course. By sharing your knowledge and skills through structured on-demand content that is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that people may enroll whenever they listen to this podcast, you may empower others while generating scalable income. Whether it's a course on personal development, strategies, wellness, the possibilities are endless. Definitely check out my freebies library, where I share courses like how to passion plus purpose equals profits, like how to create an online course in a week, like my webinar on how to create a life and business you love with freedom, like my 7-day challenge, like my Creation Club mastermind, like influencer marketing course, and so much more. Number 5, brand engagements. Your brand isn't just a business, it's an experience. Your brand engagement is about creating touch points where the audience feels seen, known, and heard, from social media to personalized emails. This is the time for creators to CEOs to rise. Some ways that I've worked with brands have included also with Google, with NBC, with Airbnb, with creator to CMO engagements, and more. Community and creation. People crave connection. And your brand may be a hub with like minded and like hearted individuals and communities. You can definitely check out my Creator to CEO community where I fuse in my 75 tips, tools, and tech, 6 to 8 plus figure opportunities that I share every single month and more. Number 7, travel and retreats. Who says business has to be confined to outside or to a desk or to a co working space or to a boardroom? I am allergic to working indoors, really. Years ago, at one point, when I was in corporate America as an accounting training manager, I had 30 hours plus a week, you guys, of meetings in a boardroom. No windows, literally. And I literally became allergic to ineffective, inefficient meetings after that. Travel and retreats are incredible ways to connect with your audience on a personal level while offering transformative experiences like my Creator to CEO retreats. Whether you're hosting a retreat, business workshops, speaking engagements, or creative getaway, these are incredible ways to make memories with deep loyalty with Creator CEOs. And I briefly touched on stocks, real estate, and other things as well that you can fuse into a lifestyle brand. You can scale it beyond you. You can take it public depending on what your goals and your dreams and desires are. I can't wait to see you on the inside of the Create a Life and Business You Love webinar. And comment and leave a review on the show so I can shout you out. Tag me on Instagram at Katrina Julia Fit. I run a monthly giveaway for the Creation Club Mastermind. And as always, remember, create, transform, and inspire. You are born to.